Dear learners, welcome you everybody in the world of English. Today we will discuss about some grammatical points. Okay, that is very important, especially for the students of class 9 and 10. Okay, as you know, you have to answer some questions on different grammatical points. For example, verb correction, sentence transformation of different kinds, for example active to passive or direct to indirect or sentence completion, different types of things you have to answer in the exam. So that's very important if you want to learn English. If you want to learn English correctly without any mistakes, you must have to learn grammar. Without grammar, you can't guess whether the sentence is complete or not, whether the sentence is correct or not. Okay. So I like to invite you everybody in, in my in my class. We will focus on sentence completion or completing sentences. That means there would be some incomplete sentences in the question paper. You have to answer all those questions. You have to complete the sentence. So you have to learn how you can complete those sentences. You can use phrases or clauses to complete the sentence. Okay, so today we will focus on sentence completion. How there's some technique to complete a sentence. Okay, today we will focus on those techniques or on those methods. I think it would be very helpful for you if you follow my class. Okay, you can easily complete the sentence and you can guess whether the sentence is correct or not. Okay, so dear learners, again I like to welcome you everybody in the world of English. Okay, so let's move. Okay, there's a sentence, you can guess, see it on the screen. Wait so that we can leave. Okay, what are we going to discuss today? I think you can easily guess what are we going to discuss today. That is completing sentence or sentence completion. What would be the learning outcomes? If we learn, that means if we studied this lesson, at the end of this lesson we will be able to identify the definition of completing sentence, and we will be able to identify the method of completing sentence, and we can easily complete incomplete sentences. So what is a completing sentence? What is a completing sentence? You can guess. He goes to ... He goes to school. Is it a sentence completion? No. He goes to school so that he can learn something. Look at the sentence. He goes to school so that he can learn something. In the first sentence, you have noticed he goes to ... But if you write he goes to school, that's not sentence completion, as because you have used only a word. This is not sentence completion. But look at the second sentence. He goes to school so that he can learn something. Here you can see there are two clauses here. He goes to school, it's a clause, and he can learn something, it's another clause. And there's a subordinating conjunction here, that is so that. That means so that it's a conjunction. It has connected two clauses here. This is called sentence completion. So what is sentence completion? What is completing? What is a completing sentence? Look at the first sentence. As I have said, it is not a completing, it is a filling in the gap. But in the second sentence, it is a completing sentence. It is a completing sentence, as because you have used a clause here to complete the sentence. So when a part of a sentence is completed with a clause or a phrase, is called completing sentence or sentence completion. Is it clear to you? When a part of a sentence is completed with a clause or a phrase is called completing sentence or sentence completion. Now we are proceeding to the techniques or to the methods how we can complete a sentence. Completing item number 1. Okay, look at the picture. Use of to plus adjective or adverb plus to plus verb plus extension. Notice the structure, please. Notice use of to plus adjective oblique adverb plus to plus verb plus extension. Okay, look at the sentence. The man is to dot dot dot. So, what would be the sentence completion? How we can complete it? We can complete the sentence using this structure. Look at this structure. To plus adjective or adverb plus to plus verb plus extension. So, the man is too old to work. The man is too old to work. Is it clear to you? This is called sentence completion. Now, you have to do something based on this structure. Complete the following sentences. He is too dishonest to dot dot dot. You are too short to dot dot dot. And the girl was too silly dot dot dot. You have to use this. If you use this structure, you can easily complete the sentence and the sentence would be correct, I think. Okay. Now proceed on to the next one. And there's a note here, please. Completed part must be underlined. Whenever you will complete a sentence, you must have to underline the completed part. Okay? Completed part must be underlined. You have to bear it in mind. You have to keep it in your memory. Whenever you will complete a sentence, you must have to underline the completed part. Is it clear to you? Please keep it in memory. Yes? Okay, proceed on to the completing item 2. Use of to plus adjective or adverb plus for plus personal object plus to plus verb plus extension. Okay, there's something extra in this structure. Use of to plus adjective or adverb plus for plus personal object plus to plus verb plus extension. You must have to keep it in your brain, the structure. Otherwise, you can't complete it correctly. Okay. Look at the picture. What can you see? It's a cup of a tea. Okay. The tea is too hot for me. Look at it. The tea is too hot for me. So how much we have got? Yeah. We have got to plus adjective hot plus for plus personal object me. Now you have to use to plus verb plus extension. The tea is too hot for me to drink. To plus verb. Have you noticed it? Yes? Okay, it's too easy. It's very easy, I think. The tea is too hot for me to drink. Now, you have to complete the following sentences. Okay. The book is too hard for me to dot dot dot. The path is too long for him to dot dot dot. And the load is too heavy for them to dot dot dot. Okay. Already you have got the structure. Look at it in the sentence, in the exercise sentences. You have got to plus adjective plus for plus personal object plus to. Now you have to use a verb and extension. If you like to use any extension, you can use it. If you don't, then you can use a verb only and the sentence would be completed. Is it clear to you? Okay, now proceed on to next one, completing item 3. Completing item 3. Use of so dot dot that. So dot dot that. Have you noticed? So dot dot that. That means there must be something between so and that. Okay. That is why so dot dot that. Yeah. She was so ill that she was so ill. Have you noticed it? So and that. But there's a word between so and that. There's an adjective here. Have you noticed? She was so ill that she could not study at all. she was so ill that she could not study at all. So you have to keep it in memory that you were using so dot dot that. Whenever you will use so dot dot that, you must have to use uh, something between so and that. Okay. Now please, what is the formation? Look at it. Given clause with so dot dot that plus relevant sentences. This is the formation. Given clause with so dot dot that plus relevant sentences. Now completing item 4. Completing item 4. Use of so that oblique in order that. Have you noticed there's no gap between so that? So that it's the conjunction. Use of so that oblique in order that. And what would be the formation? Formation is given clause with so that oblique in order that plus subject plus can oblique could or may oblique might plus verb plus extension. So what is the formation? Given clause with so that oblique in order that plus subject plus can oblique could oblique may oblique might plus verb plus extension. Okay, so look at the sentence. Be prepared so that you can do oil. Be prepared so that you can do oil. Have you noticed the formation? Yeah, be prepared so that, and you can do oil. Look at the sentence. You can look at the clause. You can do oil. You is the subject, and can, it's modals or helping verb, and do, that's the verb, and oil, it's extension. So given clause plus so that, given clause with so that oblique in order that plus subject plus can or could or may or might plus verb plus extension. Okay, there's another sentence here. He reads attentively so that he can make a good result. Look at it. The sentence that I have used here to complete the sentence, I have underlined it. Have you noticed it? So you have to you have to keep it in your memory. Whenever you will complete the sentence, you must have to underline the completed part. Okay. No, there's some activities here. You have to use that structure to complete the sentence. The farmer sowed good seeds so that dot dot dot. He walked fast in order that dot dot dot. We eat vegetables so that dot 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 dot. And they play oil in order that dot dot dot. And he was so weak that you will do it by yourself. If you can do it, I think it would be very clear to you. Okay. Now completing item 5. Use of provided or provided that or providing that. Okay. There's three options here. Provided that or providing that. You can guess. You can guess the meaning. Provided or provided that or providing that. It means the same. It means Jodi. Okay. The plane will take off in time provided weather is good. The plane will take off in time provided weather is good. You guess the meaning? Okay. Normally, present indefinite tense is used after provided or provided that or providing that. So look at the completed part. Okay, weather is good. It's in present tense. Have you noticed? So after provided or provided that or providing that, you have to use present indefinite tense. Normally, present indefinite tense is used after provided or provided that or providing that. And the formation, what would be the formation? Future indefinite tense plus provided oblique provided that oblique providing that plus present indefinite tense. Have you noticed? Future indefinite tense plus, look at sentence, the plane will take off in time. It's in present it's in future indefinite tense, and after that clause provided is used here as the conjunction, and after that we have used present tense, weather is good. The plane will take off in time provided weather is good. So normally present indefinite tense is used after provided or provided that or providing that, and the formation is future indefinite tense plus provided or provided that or providing that plus present indefinite tense. Okay, learners, is it clear to you? Yes? So proceed on to the next one. There's some activities here, you have to do it. Okay, if you can do it by yourself, I think it would be very clear to you. I will go to London provided that dot dot dot. So look at the first clause. I will go to London. It's in future form. Okay, so you have to use present tense in the. Okay, they will play oil provided that. Same is the case. I will take umbrella providing that. And he will wait for me provided dot dot dot, and he will shine in life provided that. I think you can easily complete it. Okay, as you have learned the process and the formation, that's why I think it would be very easy for you to complete the sentence using the formation. What was the formation? Future indefinite plus provided that or provided or providing that plus present indefinite tense. Okay. Now proceed on completing item 6. Look at the picture. Use of list. List. L-E-S-T. List. Okay. He works fast. List. Dot dot dot. What would be the sentence? He should or might reach in time. He works fast. List he should or might reach in time. You can use either should or might here. Okay, if you use list, after list you must have to use either should or might. Subject plus should or might oblique verb 1 plus extension. Okay, so this is the structure. Look at the structure here. Assertive sentence plus list plus subject plus should oblique might plus verb 1 plus extension. Verb 1 means present form, verb, the present form of the verb. Okay, after should or might you must have to use the present or the base form of the verb. Okay, verb 1. Now please complete the sentences by yourself. He ran a fast. He ran a fast list dot dot dot. So you have noticed the technique. If you use list, you must have to use subject plus should or might plus verb 1 plus extension. So it's very easy. He ran a fast list dot dot dot. Read diligently list dot dot dot. Okay, and the thief ran quickly list dot dot dot. Go sharp list dot dot dot. And he came to the station quickly list dot dot dot. I think you can easily complete these sentences using this structure. So it's very important for you to keep in memory the structure. Assertive sentence or imperative sentence plus list plus subject plus should or might plus verb 1 plus extension. Okay. Whenever list is used in the sentence, you must have to use a should or might after subject. Okay, and after should or might you must have to use verb 1, that is the present form of the verb. Okay, now proceed on to the next. Completing item 6. Use of list. He works fast. A list he should or might reach in time. Now completing item 7. Look at it. There's a picture here. Use of unless. Use of unless. Unless you work hard, you will fail. Unless you work hard, you will fail. Now complete the following sentences. Unless you read attentively, dot dot dot. Unless you start at once, dot dot dot. Come at 8 o'clock unless dot dot dot. He will not shine unless dot dot dot. and unless you respect others, dot, dot, dot. So you have to notice something here. If you use unless at the very beginning of the sentence, you must have to use a comma after the first clause. But if you use unless in the middle of the sentence, there's no need of using any comma here. Okay. So, but if you use unless at the beginning of the sentence, you must have to use a comma after the first clause. Please keep it in memory, dear learners. Okay. Now proceed on completing item number 8. Use of till or until. Till or until. That's the same meaning. Till or until. Okay. And the formation. What would be the formation? Given clause with till or until plus an affirmative sentence in present indefinite form. An affirmative sentence in present indefinite form. That means you must have to use an affirmative sentence and the sentence would be in present indefinite form. Wait until the rain stops. Have you noticed the completed part of the sentence? The rain stops. It's an affirmative sentence and the sentence is in present indefinite form. Have you noticed the rain stops? Subject plus verb. Verb 1. Now there's some sentences here. If you complete these sentences, I think it will be very clear to you. Wait for me until dot dot dot. I will tease him till dot dot dot. He will nurse me until dot dot dot. I will help him till dot dot dot. Until I come dot dot dot. Completing item 9. Use of as long as. As long as. And the formation is given clause with as long as plus an affirmative sentence. So you must have to keep it in memory. After as long as, you must have to use an affirmative sentence. Okay. The given clause with as long as plus an affirmative sentence. Right here, as long as I come back. So look at the completed part. I come back. It's an affirmative sentence. Have you noticed it? So right here, as long as I come back. So after as long as, you must have to use an affirmative sentence. Now please complete it. Allah will be with us as long as dot dot dot. He worked as long as dot dot dot. And read as long as dot dot dot. Help him as long as dot dot dot. And I gave him as long as. Now proceed on to another completing item 10. Use of though, although, since, as, because, if. So there's a lot of subordinating conjunction here. Have you noticed it? Though, although, that's synonymous meaning. Since, as, because, if. We have got already 5 subordinating conjunctions here. Though, although, since, as, because, if. Though, although, since, as, because, if. There we have got 6 subordinating conjunctions here. Okay. Though he is poor, dot dot dot. Though he is poor, he is honest. Have you noticed? I have used a comma after the first clause. Why? If you use subordinating conjunction at the beginning of the sentence, you must have to use a comma after the first clause. Okay? But if you use the subordinating conjunction in the middle of the sentence, then there's no need of any comma. There's no need of using any comma. Since he is poor, have you noticed there's a comma here? Complete the sentence, please. Since he is poor, okay, dot dot dot. And you have to notice the tense used in the first clause. If present tense is used in first clause, you must have to use present tense or future tense in the sub completed part. Okay, in the gap. But if past tense is used in the first clause or in the given clause, then you must have to use past tense in the completed part. Okay, so he has to work hard because dot dot dot. Please complete the sentence by yourself. And the formation would be given clause with though, although, since, as, because, if, plus relevant sentences. Okay. Given clause with though, although, since, as, because, if, plus relevant sentences. And completing item 11, use of in spite of or despite. In spite of his poverty, he is honest. In spite of or despite, the synonymous meaning. Okay, that means the meaning is the same of these two. In spite of or despite. In spite of his poverty, he is honest. Have you noticed there's a comma after the first word? In spite of his poverty. It's not clause actually. Okay, it's a part of the sentence. In spite of his poverty, he is honest. And the formation would be in spite of or despite plus passive plus not possessive. In spite of oblique despite plus possessive plus noun plus relevant opposite meaning sentence. You have to remember it. In spite of or despite, and then possessive and plus noun plus relevant opposite meaning sentence. Despite his good qualifications, despite his good qualifications, complete it please. And despite his innocence. So complete the sentence by yourself. In spite of trying hard, so please complete the sentence by yourself. Now, completing item 12. Use of instead of, oblique in lieu of. Instead of, oblique in lieu of. Okay, look at the picture. What is a history book? Okay, and that is logic. So instead of history, he took logic. Instead of history, he took logic. What can you see? You can see a pencil and a pen. So he bought a pen instead of a pencil. He bought a pen in lieu of a pencil. In lieu of and instead of, the synonymous meaning. Okay. He ate fish. Now please complete it using instead of or in lieu of. Okay. He ate fish. That's it. Complete it by yourself. Okay, brother. So thank you a lot. And if you follow my class, I think you would be benefited. Okay, especially the students of class 9 and 10. You will be very much benefited if you follow my class. Okay, and in the next class or upcoming class, we will think about, we will discuss, or we will focus on some other techniques. Okay, so thank you everybody. Bye.